All right, Mr. Nelson, go ahead, Mr. Nelson. Who you think is better? Ronaldo, Messi? Who do you think is better and why? Okay, Mr.
Okay,
Nelson.
so this is the case for, good. So this is my comparison between Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. Cristiano Ronaldo has a club strike rate at 78%. And for those who are wondering how did I arrive at this number, this is the calculation between the number of games played for club versus the amount of goals scored. Lionel Messi, on the other hand, has a club strike rate of 87%. Therefore, is more likely to score by 10 percentage points. Cristiano Ronaldo has won the Pichichi 3 times. For those of us who don't remember, the Pichichi is the name given to the top goal scorer in the Spanish La Liga. And Lionel Messi has achieved this feat 5 times. Cristiano Ronaldo has 5 Ballon d'Or. Lionel Messi has 6. Cristiano Ronaldo has taken 35 more penalty kicks than Lionel Messi. And if that's the case, it also means that Lionel Messi has taken 35 fewer penalty kicks, and therefore he has a better strike rate. In the last 5 years, Cristiano Ronaldo has scored 7 free kicks. 7 free kicks in the last 5 years. On the other hand, over those same 5 years span, Lionel Messi has scored 30 free kicks. When they played together facing each other in Spain, Cristiano Ronaldo won the title 2 times. Lionel Messi has won 6 titles over those very same 9-year period. Over 9 years in Real Madrid, Cristiano Ronaldo scored 292 goals. On the other hand, over the same time period, Lionel Messi scored 303 goals. Cristiano Ronaldo has 9 El Clasico goals. Lionel Messi has twice that number. Lionel Messi has 18 El Clasico goals. Cristiano Ronaldo has failed to score an El Clasico hat-trick. On the other hand, Lionel Messi has achieved this feat 2 times.
You know,
can
Mr.
go
Nelson,
on
not to cut you.
with stats.
Not to cut you. This stat is probably the one that surprises me the most, though. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Which one? 0
hat-trick versus Messi 2 El Clasico hat-trick. That's the one that surprised me the most, in all honesty.
That is not the powerful one. The 2 most powerful ones are the fact that most people believe that Cristiano Ronaldo, for some reason, is a better free kick taker than Messi. Over the last 5 years, brother only scored 7. Man scored 30.
No,
like no comparison that did it. And again with goal score. And I never buy much, but when they play together in the same league, I've played against the same opponents, right, over a 9-year period. Same 9 year, Messi still beat him. So this thing that Cristiano Ronaldo is such a greater scorer than Messi is not accurate. There's another thing that we can't really put in writing. There's this thing too that people have it to say that him can't score with him right foot. Me only have a video that I will probably put in at the link for show you amount of goal the man score with him right foot. We can't put this. We can't put this in writing. You get what I say?
I understand because people, in all honesty,
people saying can't score with him right foot.
In all honesty, it is widely considered that Lionel Messi is really left-footed, really left-footed.
Right. So therefore, Cristiano Ronaldo has some very obvious advantages that should clearly put him over the bar with Lionel Messi. He's more experienced as a football player. he jumps higher, he's taller, he's stronger, he's faster, and he's a European. And with all these advantages, he cannot leverage these advantages to prove to the world that he is so much better than Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi enters the field every single time at a disadvantage, and he's still surpassing many of his opponents to prove that he's one of the elite footballers in the world.
Mr. Nelson.
Go ahead.
Strength,
Welcome, Joe. Welcome, bro. Welcome.
I honestly wouldn't consider them advantages in the context of soccer. Messi, we could also make a claim that Messi is a shorter player, so with a lower center of gravity, so it's harder to get him off the ball. So I wouldn't even use any physical attribute as an advantage on that. My thing is, like I said, both of them are world-class players. You can't dispute. And my reason for liking Cristiano Ronaldo more, even though I'm not a fan of either, I should say, I wouldn't claim any one of them to be. I wouldn't claim to be a fan of Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo. But if you should give me the chance to pick one in my team, I'm going to pick Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, I think, people says Messi is easier on the eyes because of his technical ability. And where I'm concerned, I think technique comes down to how well you handle the ball, or you have the ball to do whatever you want it to do when it's in your position. Now, Messi, close ball skills is superior. Cristiano Ronaldo pace with the ball at his feet is superior. Right? So, to me, it comes down to preference. Now, I also think Cristiano Ronaldo allows players around him to be better. And one of the trademark of a great player is, making people around you better. So those are the reasons why I would pick up Cristiano Ronaldo in my team over Leo Messi.
All right, valid point, guys. And we are watching the Chelsea game, man. Come on, man. Chelsea's winning again. I can't stand that. Mr. Richards.
Yes, sir.
Reviews on the debate, sir.
Yes, I've listened to both panelists so far, and they have made some very valid points. There's something else that I want to point out that Mr. Nelson was not so sure about. The other Pichichi winner is indeed Luis Suarez. He won it in 2016. All right? Now, Mr. Barnes, I heard you said that Cristiano Ronaldo make players around him better. But I'm not totally in agreement with you, because I think that Cristiano Ronaldo benefits from having better players wherever he has a deal. And we're talking at club level here. We're not going to go internationally, because when you go internationally, there are too many variables, especially comparing playing football in South America with Europe. So we won't focus on that. I agree with Mr. Nelson when he used the 9 years that both players played together in Spain, because that is the most reasonable way of measuring them. And hands down, the team that Lionel Messi played in was better than the one that Cristiano Ronaldo played in, because we have to always remember that football is a collective sport, and the team plays a greater part in the victory than the individual does. You have individuals who can influence games by themselves, but at the end of the day, it is the team that really wins the match. If we are to think about football over the past 15 years, we would understand that Lionel Messi influenced football greater than Cristiano Ronaldo. If you remember, about 10 years ago, the only football that everybody wanted to play was tiki-taka. And the reason tiki-taka football was exceptionally effective was because of Pep Guardiola convincing Lionel Messi to play as a false nine, something that we have seen many other persons evolve into playing. And if you think about it carefully, if it wasn't for Lionel Messi and that Barcelona team that they had, tiki-taka football would not be known. The world would not know about it. Since then, people have tried different versions. Even Pep Guardiola has even tried it at different clubs, and it has not worked because he needed that group of players that he had at Barcelona to replicate that type of football. So I would say Lionel Messi has influenced football greater than Cristiano Ronaldo. On the other hand, if you are going to look at their achievements, Ballon d'Or and titles, league titles, Champions League, it is very difficult to make a differentiation because it is very close, the amount of titles they have won, regardless of the countries they have played in. Lionel Messi has only played in Spain, so it has suited him very much. I don't know if next year, this time, we'll have the same debate about the clubs that they played for. But at the same time, the volume of trophies collected is pretty much the same, with probably the one exception being a European title for Cristiano Ronaldo and none for Messi. But as I said, comparing playing in Europe in European Championship and playing in South America is comparing chalk and cheese. Okay?
All right, Mr. Richards, valid. I'll also put my 2 cents in.
Yes.
All right, Joe. As you can see, the big issue is the big debate. It's a global debate. It's not just something that we guys are having. It's something that you'll go on the street corner and you see persons having it. You'll go into wherever, man. Once it's in a sphere where you'll actually discuss football, that debate generally comes up. Who is the better player? Who is the greater player? Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi? And trust me, you can keep a find out sometimes to find out which place you are to find that particular winner. So now, Mr. Joe, how do you think about this situation? Who do you think actually is the better of the 2 players and why?
Well, it depends. It depends. And both players, right? When it comes down to Ronaldo is a killer. You give him that 1 minute, that one moment of the game, and he'll take the game away from you. But Lionel Messi is a more all-round player, right? Messi, he can change the game, and on his day, when he have his day, he's like more. You cannot stop him. You can predict what he's gonna do, and you can't stop him. So I would give it to Lionel Messi.
All right, fair enough point. All right.
Because when you see a player that you know exactly what he's gonna do when he pick up the football, but you can't stop him, right? That means he's a special player.
Joe.
Yeah.
You said Messi is a more all-round player.
Yeah.
I beg to differ. And Nashon. Yes, Nashon. You said Ronaldo benefits more from good players around him. Which I beg to differ. I'm gonna tell you why. Not talking real about Nashon point. I'll tell you why. Having a good player around you is one. But not allowing a good player to express themselves is a different. You can have a good player around you. Without that player expressing themselves, you will not benefit from that good player. And I think that is where you have Messi hugging the ball so much, preventing good players from running to express themselves. Unlike a Cristiano Ronaldo, who has a good player on him and will allow that good player to express themselves. Now, Joe.
Yeah.
When you say Messi is more all-rounded, we are beg to differ. What is more all-rounded? Is he a better? Is he a better dribbler? You can't say maybe he's a better dribbler. No. What I consider all-round. Who heads the ball better? Who pass the ball better? Who kicks the ball better? Who dribble the ball better? Who use good feet better? To me, that's what I consider all around.
Yeah.
So I
All right,
wouldn't
hold on,
consider.
Joe. So let me ask you a question.
Okay, all right.
Hold on, let me ask you a question. It's a valid point. It's a valid point. And my question is, who is the better header? I'm just going to go around. I'm going to ask the questions. Leo, who's the better header?
CR7.
Mr. Nelson, who's the better header?
I would say that based on the advantage that Cristiano Ronaldo has in terms of height and jumping higher, he would probably be the better header. But Cristiano Ronaldo has probably the best headed goal ever in Champions League, and I think he did that goal against a Cristiano Ronaldo team. So when it really counts most, you would want to put your money on Messi scoring with his head.
Really, bro?
Hold on. Mr. Richards.
It is obvious. Yes, it is obvious from watching football that Cristiano Ronaldo had the ball better than Messi, and there is no competition there. Messi might have scored against Man U in a Champions League final with Cristiano Ronaldo on the field, but that was a one-off. We haven't seen Messi scoring heading goals for a very long time.
All right, Joe, what is your take on it? Better header?
Well, based off height and who can jump higher, Cristiano Ronaldo. But I can never forget that header against Manchester United in the Champions League final. I don't think Lionel Messi would jump that higher ever again.
All right. My 2 cents. I strongly believe that Cristiano Ronaldo is a better header of football than a Lionel Messi. But that header against Manchester United, that's a heartbreaker, bro, honestly. That's a heartbreaker. No, when it comes to passing, that's the next question. When it comes to passing, personally for me, I think hands down, Lionel Messi is a better passer.
Oh, Messi is a better passer. Hands down, Messi is a better passer.
Yeah, a better passer than Messi, than Ronaldo. Mr. Nelson, what do you think? I strongly believe that you're going to think that Messi is a better passer, yes.
Right. So that is one of the things I'm trying to move away from. I'm not trying so much to say how much I feel about any situation. I think the statistics are there to prove everything. So I'm just telling you what the statistics say.
You're not using your opinion.
Yeah, I'm not telling you on most of these questions. I'm not trying to say the way I feel. So therefore, Messi averages more passes per game than Christie. Always. At the end of every season, Messi has more assists than Christie. And even so, within the 9-year period that they played, Messi was in top 10 scoring and top 10 assists in all those years. So who the stats say is the better passer? The stats says Messi is the better passer. I'm not the one saying that Messi is the better passer.
Based on what you said, Mr. Nelson, Mr. Barnes, you mentioned something about Cristiano Ronaldo making other players around him better. How can you defend that when Lionel Messi has more assists, better assist ratio than Cristiano Ronaldo? How do you explain that one?
Let me tell you, an assist can be a ball that basically put on a goal line for someone to score. Right? The genius in a Messi can do that. No, Messi with maybe 4 or 5 touches out of every 10 Barcelona touch. He's gonna always be in a position to have more assists. Right? So Messi gonna always have more assists than Cristiano Ronaldo. My thing about making other players better is not just it comes down to assist, the player also getting an assist, the player creating space, the player creating plays. I can create a player and I don't get an assist and I call it score. So those positions are where I think Cristiano Ronaldo allowed player on the field.
Right, fair enough. Joe, what do you think about his passing? Who do you think is the better passer of the football?
Well, this is the reason why I said Lionel Messi is more rounded because of his passing ability, right? So I give him the edge over Cristiano Ronaldo in terms of passing. Because you're gonna in our game you'll get more passes and better passes out of Messi than Ronaldo.
True, fair enough. True. Mr. Richards, what your take on it in terms of passing?
Lionel Messi is a way better passer than Cristiano Ronaldo. And it doesn't start or stop with assist, as Mr. Barnes would like to make it out to be. Okay? Or Mr. Nelson. If you check almost every goal that Barcelona score when Lionel Messi is on the field, there is some contribution, or because of his presence, there is some distraction on the part of the defending team for that goal to be scored. That is why I said that he influences games way more than Cristiano Ronaldo does. Even playing against Real Madrid, if you check how both teams set up, there are two persons marking Lionel Messi. And the aim most of the time is to try and injure him to get him out of the game. And the emphasis is not so much on Cristiano Ronaldo. There is hardly ever anybody marking him. If you check the stats, you will see that. And if you watch the games closely, the influence that Messi has on a game, Ronaldo doesn't. And it's not just passing or goal scoring. It's the overall collective performance.
All right, let me ask you a question now, guys. Hold on, Mr. Barnes. Guys, the age-old debate is about Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. But in that same time frame, all right, it might not be as long, and he might not, he has not done it at the top of the game. But do you think you could compare all three players? And I'm going to include a Neymar now. I'm going to include a Neymar because regardless of what people might want to say that Neymar is a crybaby or you understand what I'm saying? He too has done a great job in terms of goal scoring and assist. Regardless, wherever he has been, whether it's at Barcelona, a part of that Suarez, Messi, Neymar trio, he was an exceptional part of it. And at some point in time, he was not far behind these players. Maybe, and I'm going to be a little bit critical now, maybe as it relates to his overall performance, chances are he was probably at the same level with them, except for their goal scoring. That is my opinion. I don't know what you guys have to say about it.
I think that at times,
just a minute, Nashon. Take the goal scoring from it, take away the goal scoring from it, which he was doing at a high level also, but maybe not on their level. Just pull away the goal scoring from it. Do you think at any point in time a Neymar would be anywhere close to that level where those two players are?
Yes, there was a time. Yes, there was a time. And as I've said before, people benefit a lot when they play with Lionel Messi. It is not just him. It is the style of football that he plays and he demands of his teammates. Also, the positions that he takes up and ensures that you have time and space in another place so that whenever a pass is made, you are free. Okay? Those are the little things that Lionel Messi ensures. Neymar was at a time on the same level as they are, but Neymar never had the consistency.
Yeah, consistency.
He would play this game at the level of Messi, and the next two, he played less. And that was what plagued him.
Yeah,
Because
valid point. And because believe me, there has never been, no matter how we want to debate greatness between the likes of Maradona and Pele, there has never been two players more consistent than a Lionel Messi and a Cristiano Ronaldo. Never has been. And they up their game.
Not just being consistent, they've been consistent for about a decade now.
Yeah.
So the longevity is very key. But Nashon,
yes,
but to the point of influencing a game.
right.
I think Messi only influence a game when the ball is at his feet. Unlike a Cristiano Ronaldo, who will influence the game with a ball at his feet and a ball at his teammates' feet. And like I said, you will see, you will not hear anything about a Cristiano Ronaldo for 89 minutes. And the last minute for the goal, he wasn't in the game or none of that. If Messi is not a part of the game, forget about it. No. Well, Messi I think Mr. Nelson
Okay.
Mr. Nelson had nothing about him being so good at Barcelona and not as good at Argentina. It's not a Messi issue. It has to be an Argentina issue. No, my take on that is at a club, right? You can buy players to fit a system that you have, right? And if you're gonna build create a system around a particular player, you could complete the puzzle by adding players who gonna fit that. And I think that's what happened at Barcelona. Argentina does not have the same luxury. The country, so you can go buy a player to fit a system. You have to work with what it has. So I would not make the point of it's an Argentina problem. It's not a Messi problem. It has to be a Messi and the Argentina problem. Because if you can be the same player in a different system, like you've been at Barcelona, then it boils down to what I keep saying. It does not make people around you better. Because Argentina produce quality players around this. A lot. Especially in attack. And they still as yet to win the ultimate prize.
Oh, no. Don't say still have yet to win the ultimate prize. Lionel Messi.
No, with Leo Messi. Mr. Nelson, you raised a point earlier, when you were talking about European and the fortunate to system and stuff. Mr. Nelson, I think you see when it comes to Europe and South America, Europe has more wherewithal, for lack of a better word, to get things done. But when it comes to football, South America is more passionate than anywhere else you can think of on the planet when it comes to football. So they give more to football than anywhere else on this planet. The football in South America is not just a sport, it's a lifestyle. So whatever it takes for Argentina, Brazil, Colombia, whatever to perform, it is going to be done.
All right, fair enough.
Mr. Wittig, you know what I can tell people?
Yeah.
If 2014, when Lionel Messi beat 3 German players and played a simple ball to Gonzalo Higuain, if he had finished that, we would not be having this discussion.
All right, stop, Mr. Richards. Stop, Mr. No, I am pretty sure, Rich. I wanted to show that Rich too. Honestly, you see, that's why I'm thinking that greatness is down to small margin. Because personally, I have seen where Lionel Messi put it on a platter for Higuain multiple times for the Copa America national title, the World Cup. Had it been someone like an Aguero, had it been someone like a Batistuta, had it been a Crespo, would we still be having the debate as in who is better given a national title? And the funny thing about it, Messi was in the final putting it on platters for these players, while Cristiano Ronaldo did not even complete the game. I don't think he played the game. If he played the game, he got injured early and he came off. So,
no, he didn't play it in the
final.
Europa final.
Exactly. So that is the next question, Mr. Barnes. That is the next question. He actually has a national title, but how much did he contribute to that national title?
Mark, I am not using a European title to say Cristiano Ronaldo is better than a Messi. All I'm saying, and I would not go on a limb and say he's better or Messi is better. I'm just talking from my preference.
Oh, so it's not about better. So
it's not about who is better. I'm just talking from my preference. If I should pick one in my team, I would pick a Cristiano Ronaldo.
All right, let me ask a question. Given you mentioned the fact that you'd pick a Cristiano Ronaldo, Joe, if you should have Messi going to the Premiership, you have Messi going to the Premiership, right? How do you think you would actually? What do you think you actually do in the Premiership? Do you think you'd be a success or just an average player? What do you think?
Well, it depends again on what team you drop him in, because in the Premier League, there's only two clubs I could see Leo Messi playing in and playing well. If he goes to Man City or he goes to Arsenal, those two teams like the football a lot. And that's Leo Messi game. Messi will not play well in our team that doesn't keep the ball a lot. And if it's not a team like any one of those two teams, he wouldn't survive in the Premier League. Whereas Christie can play in any one of the teams in the Premier League, because Christie is the kind of player that he can be like out of the game for 88 minutes. And the last minute of the game, him start the show. Him just win the game for you.
All right, so go ahead. So go ahead.
And the Premier League requires players like that. If you look at how most of the clubs play.
You have a point. So my understanding, I'm listening to Leo, and Leo would actually think that given the style of play and how Ronaldo would fit in and he has done it. Let's not even go to Ronaldo. He has done it in the Premiership. He has done it. One season he scored like 40 plus goals for Manchester United, and that at the time was a lot. I guess when he moved on to La Liga, which was a bit simpler, defenders were a bit easier to get past, he scored more. So he did it already in the Premiership. So what about Mr. Richards? What do you think about?
Based on what I know, footballers are at their peak between the ages of 26 and 32. If Messi was to go to the Premier League, he'll go there at 34. A 34-year-old Lionel Messi, 5'7", without the speed that he used to have before, and in a physical league, playing in the very cold northeast of England, whichever team he joins, won't have the same impact or success that he had at Barcelona. Because I can tell you, based on what I have known about the English league, there are times when the English league get very physical. and the referees do not have the same leniency that those in Spain have. So a player like Lionel Messi will have a lot of difficulty at 34 playing, getting acclimatized and then playing in England.
Okay. Mr. Nelson, what do you think?
Oh, that is a valid point. I think that now it's a little bit too late for Messi to go to England. So it's a situation of his age and his fitness that is the factors that we need to take into consideration here. But let's say he had played in England at the same time when Christie played in England, then we'd have a better body of work to compare. The other thing we need to take into consideration is this: Cristiano Ronaldo, when he played in England, played in the team that was the absolute best team in England, even before he went there.
Valid
So,
point.
so just remember, there was a Tevez, and everyone who knows football knows the contribution that Tevez brought. And there was a Wayne Rooney, and now we have a Cristiano Ronaldo. It's basically over. And remember, he was coming into that team as a kid.